I'm trying to make sure this angle is what it should be, you know? We are back. All right, action. You guys have asked, and now it's time for me to deliver. Last week, or about over a week ago, I posted a video of me wrapping up my second term of nursing school, while briefly mentioning my dyslexia and what I've done to overcome it. Little did I know I would receive comments and questions about what I did and some tips and tricks on what helped me be so successful in nursing school with dyslexia. So how could I not make a video for you guys? First of all, I'm very excited to make this video, and I even spoke to my mom about it because she's like, yes, Z, there's a lot of people out there like you, and you guys have literally proven it in the comments section, so thank you for reaching out. And I just love that there are so many people that are just like me, and I'm gonna give you as much information as I can that has helped me. And if you're new here, hi, I'm Zara. I'm a third semester nursing student at WGU's BSN pre-licensure program. Gosh, that's a lot to say. I vlog my nursing school journey while giving as much information as I can along the way to help people. So if that type of content interests you, then click subscribe and let's get started. For starters, you need to ask yourself, what makes learning difficult for me? Is it that you don't understand what you're reading? Are you not able to recall what you just read? Or that you just don't know which method of studying works for you? Being able to answer that question is the first step to helping yourself. Over the past few years, I have learned that I am mainly a hands-on learner. So how do I study when I'm not in lab or clinical? I try to attend study hall as often as I can because the instructors usually drop hidden gems in there, so you should attend as well. I realized that I cannot learn from just copying notes down and reading, and I actually don't know many people that can do that. Reading an entire book will not help me retain the information. So what actually helps me succeed? I start by watching videos about the classes that I'm currently taking. For example, if I'm about to start, let's say, pharmacology or nutrition, I'll start off watching videos from Level Up RN, Simple Nursing, and Nurse in the Making. Those three, I live by them. They have helped me so much in the past year and some change that I have been in nursing school. Then I go to WGU Connect and I access the focus study guide. Now, you have to know that I don't think every class has a focus study guide. Either that or I just found out pretty late and I'm just now recently using them, but that's just what I use and it does help, and I will explain why. Using the study guide, I'll download it, and every single thing on that file, I will learn everything that I can learn about it. If there's certain disease processes that you should follow, if there's certain protocols that should be followed, certain care plans that should be created around certain diseases, try to learn everything that you can from that focus study guide alone, because that will help you prepare for the final exam and give you like the broad but also specific information needed for this specific class. And here's where I utilize AI the right way. I take the focus study guide and I insert it into Gizmo AI. This is a website/app that I have been using since, quite frankly, the beginning of nursing school, and it has helped me grasp the material almost immediately. Once I put the study guide into Gizmo AI, it'll create flashcards for me, and those flashcards can also be turned into an exam, and I realized that practice questions help me the most. While doing the practice exams, you can also have Gizmo explain something as if you're 5 years old if you still don't understand a term, and it's not a bad thing. Believe me, I've had to use that feature a few times for some diseases I was not sure about or I was having trouble remembering, and I'm like, okay, explain like I'm 5. It does it perfectly, and I immediately got it, and now I remember it. So I'm not ashamed, and neither should you. My second method is active recall and teach back. I'll give you an example. I passed pharmacology 2 terms ago, but I still study pharmacology because I don't know every single medication out there. I pull up my flashcards. This is from the Nurse in the Making collection for pharmacology. You guys, these are so good. I'm telling you, they're amazing. I'll pull out a card. Oops, not this one. This is not a med. I'll pull out a card. I'll give myself a 2-minute run through, just looking at it, observing it for about 2 minutes. Then I pull out my iPad because I have a template on here that was made for active recall. Here she is. She's so cute. I will write down everything that I have learned about that medication. I will get familiar with it without having to look at the card. While recalling everything, I speak out loud as if I'm teaching someone that is directly in front of me, because this will ensure my understanding and being able to recall everything that I've just learned to make sure that it sticks. After about 5 meds, I'll go back to the very first one and recall it all over again. This transfers the information from my short-term memory to my long-term memory. I do this on many different topics throughout nursing school, not just pharmacology, and this is just how I am able to pick up and remember all of these things, because active recall and teach back is very important, especially, which I've spoken about in a previous video, that I do struggle with short-term memory. So I utilize a lot of note-taking and I do a lot of active recall, and then not so much an issue anymore. I also do med dose exams every month. My next method of studying is called aesthetic exposure. Not sure if you've heard of this. I kind of just put these words together because I think it makes the most sense, but I really want you to think about it. How likely are you to study if all your books and your notes are just dull and beige? No shade if beige is your favorite color, I'm sorry. I'm obsessed with pink. Hence why all of my school supplies are pink and Sanrio themed. If I open up my notes and I see how pretty and pink and satisfying that they are, I am more likely to come back to them. Even if it takes a little bit more time to organize your notes and decorate them, it's still a really fun activity. Being happy about the supplies that you have can really change and shift the way you view studying. Do you view studying as a chore? Do you view studying as something that is negative and just something you are forced to do because you know you have an exam or a quiz coming up? That's why you have to shift your mentality a little bit, and I really feel like a lot of these things are mental. Try going out shopping, maybe go to Target. I recommend Miniso if you are a girl like me, and get your school supplies from there, because it will make it so fun and you are more likely to pick up that book and start writing down your notes. Here's my pencil case. These are my pens and my highlighters. I write notes in my NCLEX book, but I also have these oh no. Okay, there you go. I have these really cute Hello Kitty tabs on pages that I find really important that I want to revisit. These are the tabs that I use. A giant pen, many notebooks. Let me just show you my bag of school supplies. Hold on. Here she is. Here's all my fun stuff. Look at that, look. But I don't know, that could be a YouTube video idea if you guys are interested in seeing my school supplies that I do have. Just comment down below if you're interested. If not, I will keep it to myself. Try your best to romanticize studying. And that goes into my very next part. I think it's very important to change your scenery, because a new environment can help increase your productivity and even help you study longer. So even if you go to a small mom and pop coffee shop, if you're at a Starbucks, if you're going to the park, just change your environment. And don't forget to take breaks in between. On days that I study, because I do not study every day. I don't think that's healthy. I wouldn't do that. I set a goal for myself and I do not stop studying until I have reached said goal. For example, I may add in my planner today that I choose to study for 3 hours. I have to complete 100 practice questions and understand and fully process the questions that I have gotten wrong with the rationale. You should also invest in some noise canceling headphones. I actually cannot stress this enough. I have 2 very young kids, 4 and 2. On days that I'm outside of my room studying, I have noise canceling headphones. My husband also has noise canceling headphones because he's in software engineering. So it helps us block out all the playing noise that they're doing right in the living room directly next to us. So if you go out to a coffee shop or you're in public studying, put those bad boys on and lock in and you don't have to worry about it. Personally, I listen to coffee shop music while my headphones are on. It's just so therapeutic. I've been listening to coffee shop music since I'd say 2021. That's been my thing ever since. But yes, these are the methods that have helped me be successful all the way from my prerequisite days up until present day. I really tried my best to bring up some things for you guys to kind of give you a glimpse on what I use to study, and if this doesn't help you in any way, I am sorry. This is just what works for me. I'm sure you're gonna find out perfect method for yourself, but if this does help, then I really do appreciate you taking some tips and tricks from me, because that is usually what this whole channel is about, aside from me showing my random days and my vlogs. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I love you. Click that bell down below so you get notified every single time I upload. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in another video.